At 4:30, a new state law is giving law enforcement more tools to fight impaired driving. And the effort to get the legislation passed was led by a North Alabama family and a state senator. Wait 31's Bridget Divers spoke with them about why they believe this new law will make Alabama safer. Bridget?
The new law, known as Danny's Law, is named in honor of Danny Johnson, an Alabama A&M football player who was killed in a car accident in 2016. His father says the other driver was under the influence of drugs.
I had the pleasure of speaking down at the state senate, telling them who this bill was for, why we were here, and what it could accomplish and the impact it could have on the people in the state of Alabama.
Danny Johnson says the new law could prevent another family from the same loss he went through. Once Danny's Law goes into effect on August 1st, law enforcement will be able to take a saliva or other samples from drivers they believed are impaired. Paramedics can also take samples, making it simpler to determine if someone is driving under the influence of something other than alcohol.
And they should understand, if I go down that road, we already know about drinking and smoking. So there's a possibility that I could be swabbed for illicit drugs.
Alabama State Senator Arthur Orr sponsored the legislation. He says Alabama has seen a huge increase in the number of people driving under the influence of drugs.
In today's world, driving under the influence of drugs has surpassed the number of people driving under the influence of alcohol on Alabama's roadways.
And Senator Orr says if a driver refuses a saliva test, there are harsh penalties under the law.
If the individual refused, similar to refusing a breathalyzer test for alcohol, the individual that will then forfeit their right to drive.
Johnson says the work was worth it and told me that on the day the bill became a law, he received an outpouring of support.
I had about 10 or 15 calls from people all over the state of Alabama, district attorneys, state legislators.
Senator Orr said it was important to give police officers a tool that gives a quick response to whether someone is under the influence of drugs or not. Live in Huntsville, Bridget Divers, Way 31 News.